We back. It's the StayLo Podcast here on Mild Sauce Radio. We're in the building. We're missing a man, but I'm still here keeping it down for the team. It's Shawn Grant. To my right, I got my favorite co-host because Els isn't here, so she got to be my favorite today.
What?
I mean, hey, you're a woman. Hold on, wait. You're a woman. You're a black woman, so you're still gonna be my favorite regardless. So with that said, I'm gonna let the beautiful B with the good credit actually do her full introduction.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Bria, back once again. You know what? I'm gonna change. It's springtime. I'm a spring baby, so I'm just gonna enjoy my energies that I've been having, my good energy, and I'm not gonna rebuttal what you just said because
That I bigged up black women.
Nah. That's
Okay.
the fact that I'm only your favorite because
And I retracted it immediately and said you're a black woman.
But it's okay.
Are you just not gonna be satisfied that I just big up black women?
But that was a general. I'm talking about Bria Janae, the black Bria Janae that's sitting right next to you.
Whereas the white Bria Janae is not sitting next to me.
Okay, get out. Anyway.
You did this to yourself.
Y'all, I'm done. Anyways, it's me, Bria. See, my guests today, they've been touching the nerve. See, we're gonna introduce our next guest because I'm gonna get into what he said before we got into the broadcast today. So
go ahead, go give a proper introduction of yourself before she tries to hate on you.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? What's good? It's your boy, Cito. You know what I'm saying? Cito Calez, whatever y'all call me. You know what I'm saying? Big Papa, all that. I'm here at the StayLo Podcast, and it's good vibes over here. I mean, she kind of a little salty right now, but we just gonna let that.
No, I just feel like you didn't have to say what you. I mean, you. I guess he had his preference of Harold's over Uncle Remus. I mean,
yeah, if we talking mild sauce, you know what I'm saying?
And we talking chicken too.
If we talking chicken too.
And we even talking about the bread to be under the chicken.
But because we were talking mild sauce, I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to speak
Even
my
if we
piece.
talking about the bread to be under the chicken.
no.
If we talking about the coleslaw that nobody eat to be next to the chicken.
No.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, we're not gonna do any slander.
I didn't slander anything.
You did.
No, I didn't.
They gotta kind of.
I just said I had a preference.
on that sweet sauce, bro.
Slanders.
Right, it is, but no, their sauce is good and they have fresh chicken.
We never said it was bad.
Crispy chicken.
We never said the sauce
Great,
or the
but
chicken was
you
bad.
can't say that it's not better than Harold's.
Yes, I can because I don't like it. better than Harold's. I never not once said Uncle Remus was bad.
Yeah, we
I
just
just
like
said
it better.
that
It's
I
better.
like
It's
Harold's
better
more.
for sure.
Okay.
Merch. A lot of people get merch.
I mean,
for sure.
I guess everybody have their taste. Some might be mediocre than others, but anyway.
Well, you're outnumbered. So who's the mediocre one?
No. Shout out to all my people that love Uncle Remus out there.
Yeah.
Those that stand. Those that understand what great chicken tastes like. But if we
y'all
are
good.
going to talk about great chicken, though, the best chicken in Chicago is Coleman's out west. But
I was gonna say the Roost because that
I ain't
shit's
been
fire.
there. I ain't been there.
well, I'm not talking about chicken sandwiches. I'm talking about chicken.
Oh no,
wings.
you get some chicken. Get
Oh,
some
the
chicken
Roost
from next
is
door.
bust. The Roost
They
is
got
bust.
chicken.
Oh, they got chicken pieces. They got chicken strips.
I ain't even.
They got chicken everything.
Yeah, that's my first time, so let me just act like I don't know.
Shout out to the Roost that
Like I
always
know
holds
what
down the
on
people
their
at Mild
menu.
Sauce Radio.
I ain't never
especially
been to
on
Coleman
Saturday morning.
though. I don't know what that
I've never
is.
even heard of Coleman.
Fine. Well, that's a out west thing, I guess. We got
Like, where
some
is it at?
gems. It is on like Madison, Chicago Avenue.
Sure. I mean, yeah,
I don't know. I can't think of it right now. I go, but I can't go often because it be lit over there.
Word.
Like
That's when you know it's
I mean,
good. If
like,
you get
lit.
shot,
Oh, yeah.
like,
right?
if you get shot for the chicken,
like,
it's good. Can you call and order
It's
the chicken in
definitely lit
advance?
over
Well, Madison be
No,
lit.
I think you can, but it's not that serious for me to risk going out there for that chicken. But it's good though. I grew up on it.
That's what I was about to say. Are
But
you?
then it just got lit over the years, so sometimes it's just like it's iffy going over there.
Are you an out west kid?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
And then
you
I'm
know,
also west
all that shit
suburb.
over there.
I guess I have to accept that too because I grew up half and half. But I feel like I'm still out west because everybody who lived out west with me growing up now live in Bellwood. Bellwood is Maywood. That's all like. That's fucking hood as fuck.
It's suburbia. It's okay.
Word.
But tell us,
Everybody.
no, but tell us about you. Like, what's your block that you grew up on?
Man, I'm like
What you
her.
remember the most?
I'm like her, man. I grew up all over the place. Like, well, mostly on the south side of Chicago, and I spent some times in the suburbs, like Calumet City, South Holland. Those are like south suburbs joints. You know what I'm saying? That's like my high school years. But, man, I'm just, I spent some time on 87. You know what I'm saying? My mom bought her first building over there.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? And it was some good times and it was some hard times, but we kept it real all the time. You know what I'm saying? So for sure.
I feel that. What high school did you go to?
I went
Y'all
to
probably hear the niggas outside.
Trying to get
I went to
in.
Thornwood High School, and that's in South Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like it out there? Like, did you like the school?
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
I hated high school.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Can we curse on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was wild, bro. Like it was like hella brawls and fights and shit. Like it was in the suburbs, but that shit was rough. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. You know what I mean?
Same shit. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
migrate.
Right.
Fucking Aurora, East Aurora. Have y'all East Aurora? I didn't even believe it. But East Aurora
Aurora?
is crazy.
Hmm.
East
I ain't
Aurora
never been to
busting.
East Aurora.
No, East Aurora busting.
Really?
No, like
East Aurora.
motherfuckers-
What?
East Aurora is like on some other, like it's like hood. You wouldn't assume that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so although we would be used to it because
Mhm.
motherfuckers grew up in the environment, you wouldn't think that motherfuckers would be surviving in the suburbs doing that shit. And
I gotta
it
look
is
this
true.
shit up.
It is indeed true.
He said, "I gotta look this."
Yeah, no, I
It
ain't.
is-
I ain't never heard of
motherfuckers
that
just be
shit
doing-
before.
I didn't either.
No,
I didn't
it's
believe it,
busting.
but
It's busting
It
wherever,
be-
wherever.
But they be on selling.
Wherever it's at.
But they ain't motherfucking like selling
Other
weed.
type of drugs. Oh, they got the crystal meth and
You
shit
could
going.
you could take the kid out the
They're
hood.
not in the. They're not. Just weed. Motherfuckers
They
gonna
want
get
crystal meth. They want the.
Oh yeah, I heard
all
the
that.
drugs be busting like in different like Aurora, Joliet, all that type shit. You know what
I mean, but that's crazy. Like even like not too far from here, over on Weston and like in the expressway, it was just like a recent drug bust of a bunch of meth and like heroin. So that's just
Yeah.
common now.
Oh, yeah,
like that's the new crack. Do niggas still do crack?
No man, I don't know,
Go
man.
outside.
I mean,
that-
Heroin-
No, real shit. Like
For heroin for sure, but I don't know.
I know heroin for sure, but like do niggas literally just go get crack rocks now?
I don't know, bro. I don't know if that.
know.
I don't know if that's
I
the
don't
drug of
think-
choice now.
I don't know. If you are, please stop. It's not that serious.
If you are, we'd like for you to
real.
come take an
No,
interview
Right.
with the StayLo
I would-
Podcast.
No, for real. No,
No, we
do
don't.
not.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. But I would encourage you to just really stop and go and find help. Like it's not that serious. Get some
Yeah.
weed.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
If you're gonna
yeah.
do a drug, do some weed.
Yeah,
Please.
we're not advocating crack here.
No, not
Cause
at
your
all.
ass over here talking some dude. I wonder.
No, I'm saying like when the last time you heard of a crack dealer? Like
It's motherfuckers out here do any and everything. Motherfuckers be paint, whatever the fuck, glue.
damn niggas selling
all
paint on the
types of
Paint
corner.
shit.
and glue.
All
Oh,
types
shit.
of shit, all chemicals, all types of shit. Shit you can only get if you work at a certain job. Motherfuckers be, it's crazy people.
I sold Viagra
It's
before.
Crazy people. What?
I sold Viagra as a kid in high school.
You sold y'all
Yeah.
sold Viagra?
No, that is. I used to sell Viagra,
Why?
Cialis, and Levitra. So Viagra is like the normal. I need my dick hard for like one round shit. The Cialis was like.
But why?
No, wait, I'm gonna tell you why. Let me finish the story.
Wait, he
The Cialis was like the I'm trying to like go for like 36 hours shit. And the Levitra was like dick on call at 70 for like 72 hours.
What?
Now my thing was my market was
How?
older niggas that used to be in the barbershop. And they come to get you because like Viagra pills was $10 a pop. So if I got a bottle of 6 and I'm hitting you for the 25, 30, I'm undercutting the regular market by 50%.
So how did
I'm not
you-
gonna tell myself out. You know, like, just know the shit was selling.
I was selling.
This nigga
He said, I wasn't selling.
freeway Rick Ross over
Just know
here.
shit was selling. The shit was moving.
Okay.
This shit was moving.
The many stories
Hey, yo,
of this guy.
I lived a
over
really
here.
Right,
wild life.
the
in
American
20
gangster
years.
right
If
here.
You've been a faithful listener, a friend of Stay Low.
Yeah.
You would know that this person to my left, Shawn here, goes through a lot in life, like crazy ass stories.
I want to write a book.
You should.
I think it'd be fire.
You should.
Which story is better, that one or the stripper story?
I like the stripper story.
The stripper story is top 5. I haven't been able to
Just
tell.
because I probably would have had to fight.
Yeah, I haven't been able to
I
tell a
probably would have
story.
to throw hands with
So
somebody
long
when I
story
came
short,
to.
to give you a quick
Yeah,
background.
I was about to say what happened with the
To
stripper
give you a
story.
quick background on the stripper story, I visit St. Louis a lot, and my homie is a strip club aficionado. Strip clubs in St. Louis are really in East St. Louis, which is like the hood of St. Louis. Like, it's like, I guess you could say it's what East Aurora is to like Aurora, I guess. But,
Right.
Well, East St. Louis is much worse?
Yes.
Oh,
it
well.
ain't that bad.
I ain't never been to East Aurora. So like,
the East Aurora.
I mean, East St. Louis is hell.
St. Louis is not.
East St. Louis is like
East Aurora. I'm not saying East Aurora ain't no fucking 79th or no crazy ass shit like that, but it's not.
oh well, East
shit.
St. Louis is like
Yo
Baby
ass.
Flint, basically.
Right.
So long story short, my guy and I went over to a strip club. I got roofied, and I passed out in the strip club and woke up there at 5 in the morning. And there wasn't nobody left in the strip club at all. Like, it was just an empty strip club and me. No music playing, no bartenders, no dancers. And I didn't get robbed. I didn't get my ass beat, none of that.
So they just left you
They
there.
just left me in there asleep, and then I just walked out the strip club and went about my day.
Wow.
It's a whole lot of more in like details to that. But in short, that's what happened.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, no, like, are you in the strip clubs at all?
I haven't been to the strip club in a minute, bro.
Was it here?
It was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Look,
excuse me, ma'am. Come on over.
Right. Right. I've been to what's the joint in Atlanta that everybody goes
Magic
to?
City?
Magic City, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that was very lit.
I've yet to go to a strip club in Atlanta. Okay, well, I never been to Atlanta first. We're going to Atlanta the first time this summer.
Yeah.
And I want to do a strip club circuit down there. But outside of that, my favorite strip club is actually in St. Louis. It's called Pink Slip. But,
Okay.
But my favorite stripper don't strip at Pink Slip no more.
Who your favorite stripper?
Yeah, no, her name is Star.
Star. Okay.
Yeah.
where did
She
she
Insta
go?
famous.
Oh, she is Insta famous. Like, yo, so let me tell you how wild Star is. So, Star has like a star tattooed on her ass cheeks. So, like, if you push her ass cheeks, like if you push her ass cheeks together, it makes a star.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So her signature move for like birthdays and shit, like you get to push
Birthdays,
her
for
ass
birthdays.
cheeks together and you let it go and she make her ass wiggle. It's fire. Star is cold. I'm gonna find Star the stripper.
All right.
But
Star the stripper.
but yeah, and my guy went. She stripped. See it now.
Star.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
find
one
it for
R?
you. No, it's one arm. I'm gonna find it. She strips at the new club in St. Louis now, which is Onyx. They got an Onyx in St. Louis.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard the Onyx.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah,
Onyx.
so-
I heard
So
Onyx
look,
be lit.
So my guy went down there. He went to Onyx and told her like, yo, you stripped from my guy, blah blah blah. He been in love with you ever since.
Wow.
He looking for you to come back. And she sent me a video like, yo, you gotta come down and see me at the new club. And like, I'm gonna find the video so you can see it. But long story short, I'm gonna find Star the stripper. But let's get back to you.
Yeah, you true to this, man.
Oh, dog, it's a lifestyle.
Hilarious.
But yeah, no,
Hilarious.
let's get back to
True
you.
to
What
this.
you been working on, man? What's going on in life?
Well, yeah, man. I just dropped a project. What was that? Like 2 months ago, maybe like a month and a half ago, called Papa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was an EP, 5 tracks. You know, it's some vibes on there. You know what I'm saying? I got Alex Wiley, Mick Jenkins on there.
Yep.
This very talented lady, Gigi. You know, she's cold with the vocals, and you know, I got some producers, Calez, Drake Connor. I produced a little bit on there this time, and yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been working on, just working on that, and you know, getting the post rollout going and just making it happen every day. I've been hitting up hella interviews, you know what I'm saying, just connecting, you know what I'm saying, and it's just, you know, it feel good.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
you speaking of Alex and Mick,
Yeah.
I heard the song "Cool." And it was cool. I was like, I like the vibe. It was real chill. It was just that. It was
Yeah,
cool. Like,
yeah.
and you got the Ebro plug. So how was that feeling? Congratulations.
Yeah,
first
yeah.
off.
They rock with me heavy, you know what I'm saying? So they you know, every time I release something, you know, they in cahoots with me. Like, you know, if they hear something that they like, they'll be like, you know, like, we want to, you know, put this on our shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's
Nice.
it's a blessing. But you know, cool. Like, it's just, you know, it's a vibe. It's a song, you know, that we all came together and we were just like, let's do some shit that motherfuckers can listen to over the summer type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what that is.
Real chill.
And it came at perfect timing, you know.
Perfect.
We got some good weather
Perfect
this week.
timing.
Yes.
Until
Beautiful.
tonight, it's kind of cold right now, but
Yeah, you know Chicago.
it make it. We got to keep a hoodie in the trunk.
You know.
Facts. Yeah. You know.
Shit happens.
And an umbrella.
So what let you know there was time to do this project? Like what sparked it? What gave you the title? I would imagine what gave you the title, but for everybody who don't know, what gave you the title?
Well, yeah, for everybody who don't know, like before this joint, I dropped a project called Baby. You know what I'm saying? It was here, but it was made like, well, it released like a couple months before my daughter was born. And, you know, that project was pretty much kind of me coming out of a phase of, actually coming into a phase of me being like, you know, nervous to become a dad and, you know, just examining myself, putting a microscope on myself and my insecurities and all the shit, you know, that comes with being a father, you know, and then moving on to Papa, you know, it was just like, okay, you know what I'm saying, once you leave your parents' house and you get into the world and you let go of all their ideas and you start forming your own. And so, you know what I'm saying, that's what Papa is about, just kind of me forming my own confidence and my own, you know, my own mentality of a strong black male, you know what I'm saying, that has to, you know, maneuver in this world and, you know, make the right moves for my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Definitely feel that. You mentioned working with Alex and the features and stuff that you have on it. I know that there's a relationship there, but how is it like now when it goes into time to go into the studio to record or time to collaborate on the energy together?
Oh, man. Well, Alex is always like, you know what I'm saying, he's always super down to work, you know what I'm saying? He always send me stuff with my phone, and, back and forth, and we'll just come up with ideas, and, you know, I shoot him something or he'll shoot me something. And it's always very easy with me and him. It's always a vibe. You know what I'm saying? With Mick, I just pulled up on him, like, you know what I'm saying? He played me his verse, and, like, we was just talking and shit, and just, like, it was hella funny that day. Like, it was just so much going on in the world. Like, we was laughing about, but, you know what I'm saying? He was, you know, Mick is a spitter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mick, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely, like, yeah, I came with the bars on that verse. You know what I'm saying? That's always good because, you know, I appreciate his pen game too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, being in the studio with those guys it's a definitely dope experience for sure.
Yeah.
I see you work with Mick a lot. So
Yeah.
you guys have a relationship beyond the music thing, or is it just like you guys?
Well, yeah, we got a more so music relationship, but like we in the same circle of people, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So like we respect each other and like, you know what I'm saying? We got the same last name too. That's what people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So he like my brother too. So.
What?
Yeah.
What? We just.
My name is Markel Jenkins. That's my real name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Wow. Shout out Mick. Shout out Jason Jenkins. That's his real name.
What?
Really?
Y'all brothers.
Yeah. I'm just playing.
StayLo exclusive.
Right. We not real brothers, bro.
StayLo exclusive, y'all. Chicago rappers turned out to be brothers.
Right.
Okay, not to break up this Jenkins brotherhood, but I have to ask the lovely lady in the room, is it okay if I show him who Star is? Oh, okay. So look, my guy. Hey, no, I ain't trying to have nobody in trouble. So this is my personal video from Star.
All right, let's okay.
Yo, it's like SZA playing in the background.
Right.
Shit,
This is actually perfect.
It's lit. So for y'all to want to...
Hey, she said, bring your motherfucking ass down here.
Yeah, you know, she know what it is on site.
That's what's up, bro.
Some on site.
For y'all to want to happen to see...
he said,
Star's Instagram is Starlight, STARLIGHT.
He said
_21. Star fine.
He said that's me all day.
Let me see.
I fuck with Star. Like she got the right amount of ratchet and stripper.
Okay.
Like it's amazing. But she got a boyfriend though. Like I don't know. Anyway, shout out to Star. But yeah, no. So you're
She
moving
getting
into
it
the
cracking
summer.
over here.
You got
she
the,
twerking something.
You got the project
okay,
out.
Star.
Yeah, your star is cold. She got the.
Is it hers?
Is it hers?
Now, like,
I don't know. It was.
No, I don't think it is.
Is that wrong to ask? Is that bad?
I
Bad
don't-
thing to ask
I
these
don't know.
days?
Maybe to their
I
face.
know.
Is it yours? Maybe to their face,
Yeah,
but I
look.
mean,
Sean
I
don't
mean,
care.
shit. If you at the strip club, I'ma feel it.
Right,
See,
right,
shit,
right.
Bitch, you ain't shaking it.
I mean, I felt it, but I was
Let
kind
me
of drunk.
just
So.
see. Why not?
Yeah,
It's
who
right
knows,
there.
who knows. But yeah, no. But back to the project. You said you did some production on it. What
Yeah.
tapped your production like? Your production itch that made you want to hop into it.
Yeah, so I had this the first track. It's called Backwood Theory, and I had my homie Drake Connor do the first track, and I felt like it needed something a little more. You know what I'm saying? I did that record out in L.A. It's a very chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you've been in L.A., you kind of understand it. And like it was very short, and so like I had a feeling, just an itch to kind of like turn up the notch a little bit on some Chicago shit. And so like I had this beat that I had made a couple months back, and I was like, all right, bet I need to put this with this, and you know what I'm saying, that's how that so it's kind of like a 2-part track, but it's just one song, and you know what I'm saying, that's the usually I like produce like at least 80% of my project, but this one I kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of chilled and, you know, laid back.
I feel it. So my next question for you now is you're coming with another push, and it's coming strong. You're getting a lot of good response to it. You're getting the coverage and the recognition that you deserve. With this next wave of Chicago that's coming, because we're coming up with another one.
Yes.
How do you feel like you align within the artists that are coming?
I'm you know what I'm saying, align with them.
Or do you feel like that there is a competition to come out the city?
No, well, it's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dynamics to this. You know what I'm saying, nowadays. But as far as like, you know, aligning with people that I rock with, like Mick and you know, like Alex and, you know, other artists I collaborate with. You know what I'm saying? It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? It's just a natural thing. As far as recognition, I don't feel like I get the recognition I deserve. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's, you know, I mean, that's just come with territory. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, just knowing, you know, just knowing your craft. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And knowing your skill.
And it's all about who knows you too. It's important
Yeah.
about that as well. And you're getting the recognition from the right people, although it
Yeah.
might not be as massive as it should
Right.
be.
Right.
It's okay because when the time comes,
Right.
people gonna hop on the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
And
and
your time is definitely coming for sure.
Yeah, and so like I'm not like, you know, in that aspect I'm not thirsty. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I feel like it's a lot of great works, you know, from different people that don't get the recognition they deserve. You know what I'm
Always.
saying? So because like shit, you know, it's just flipped
Jasmine
nowadays.
Sullivan being one of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a great artist. You know what I'm saying? But overall, you know, we not thirsty. You know what I'm saying? We providing for our family. You know, we doing what we gotta do. We handling business.
So would you rather be recognized and known for your art by few, but recognized by those that matter, rather than have fame?
Yeah, and I think that's important to me, just to have, you know, people, you know, the people that they need to, because I think anything outside of that is ego, you know, but it is things that hold things back. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? But overall, anything outside of reaching, you know, the people that it's supposed to reach, you know what I'm saying, is like, you just like wanting, you know, like to be praised. And I'm not really trying to be praised. I just want the music to touch as many people as it needs to possible. That's how I feel.
Sure.
Okay. When you mention that you feel like you're underrated or that you don't get the respect that you deserve, I actually saw somebody in the Hot New Hip Hop comments say the same shit. But switching gears for a quick second, you did the remix of Yay the People. What made you, with it being such a touchy subject, right now?
everybody blown.
With it being so touchy, what made what sparked you in your mind to say you wanted to touch it lyrically?
Family, you know what I'm saying? Those people that want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? That need to hear something, meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like my father-in-law text me in the next morning, well, the same morning that dropped, and was like, yo, I need you to drop, it's the cover of the shit. Like, I need you to drop bars on this ASAP. And I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I actually hesitated at first because I'm like, I'm not getting into this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then, Jess over here, she was like, yeah, I think you should. You have a different point of view. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, bet. All right, I'll do it. What made me hop? Is that what you asked? Like, what made me do it? Yeah, and so that was what made me do it. Yeah.
What was your first knee jerk reaction when the shit was just unfolding on
the Kanye shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah. I knew. I have hella you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like. At first, I tweeted Kanye is kind of tweeting like he's been bullied by blacks his whole life, because that's just how it was coming off to me. You know what I'm saying? But, I respect his, opinion. You know what I'm saying? I respect, who he is, and I have my own, opinion as well. And yeah, I wasn't really in the uproar about what he was doing. But it was some things that he was doing that I don't agree with. But then again, who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying? Pig.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brie.
You got something on your heart.
I do.
I
do.
Yeah. Give us.
I do. I feel like everybody keeps saying people have their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
That is fine. You can have your opinion, but every opinion is not needed. You understand?
I agree with that.
So it's like social media since the birth of social media, I tweeted this. Since the birth of social media, people have felt like their opinion is warranted. That it's law. That is not law. What's law is facts, and what's law is true.
Mm-hmm.
What Kanye was saying, I felt like he's trolling. I feel like he's trolling, or he's either wants attention or he's trolling. It's one or the other, and all in between. Because that racism is still I hate that when people feel like you talking about something means you're complaining about it, or you're making a big deal, or you're whining. It's not that. You're acknowledging.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with acknowledging something? And that's what people are doing at this point. People are acknowledging because the stuff is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
You see it happen every day. So for you to come in your platform, just because you got money to seclude yourself, does not mean that the shit is still not happening.
Right.
Because it happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas in Paris. The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Are you did you forget? Are you that mad? Right. You doing all this shit to get on Trump's side because you mad at Obama because he called you a jackass, which you are?
So a couple different pieces of perspective.
Fuck?
So,
I'm
me
sorry.
personally, I've been over.
Get it out,
Kanye
girl. Get
as
it
a
out.
Person since 2015. So my Kanye if you come to me in 2011 and you tell me Kanye is about to drop something, right? I'm extremely excited. I'm like,
yes.
Yo, I can't wait. It's coming. Yo, it's gonna be dope. I know it's gonna be something I'm gonna really like. When Yeezus came, was that after Yeezus was after Watch the Throne? When Yeezus came, I was like, all right, cool. It's still, I'm ready for it. I didn't enjoy Yeezus until I saw it live, and then I liked it, and I was like, all right, cool.
I agree.
But after that, just behavioral things and such that continued on, I was like, all right, this is extra. And then when Pablo came, it had the messiest rollout ever, and it was out, then it was retracted, then he kept editing it, and then on top of that, I really didn't like the music. So that, coupled with the actions and shit that Kanye was showing us, I was kind of like, all right, I'm off Kanye. I ain't really worried anymore.
Yeah.
as things started to roll out lately, I was like, oh, I'm really off of my man. It's like, yo, this is wild. But
Yeah, for sure.
a lot of stuff that occurred make more sense to me now in hindsight that I have insight or details that aren't readily available in the moment that Kanye was doing shit. Not as an excuse or anything at all, because I still don't give a fuck. Like,
Right.
my Kanye fanism is gone.
Right.
But like, in the sense of just in 3 different areas. So starting off with the Charlemagne interview, like you said, that interview alone gave me enough to be like, oh, he's just a hurt individual who's going through certain things,
Right.
and he needs
Attention.
no, not even that.
He needs
no,
help.
Let me finish it. It is not even like an attention cry. It's that he can't be placed into hostile or things where he has to react in the moment. So like in the moments when you're watching the Charlemagne shit, there's moments where he'll take 30 seconds and pause to think of something that he wants to say, opposed to the TMZ where he was shooting from the hip. But it was a difference in environments. And then like, so me listening to Brilliant Idiots today, which is Charlemagne's podcast with Andrew Schultz, where he just kind of like breaks down all the stuff he's working on and such. He said he realizes, and Schultz said it as well, he said, I realized that Kanye has a moment of anxiety. To where if there's, like when you talk to him, Charlemagne, y'all were in the wilderness, it was quiet, it wasn't shit around you, it wasn't nothing going on. You put him in TMZ, it's on the spot, it's in the moment, it's chaos, he's just shooting from the hip. So Charlemagne was like, yeah, and he's like, I got 2 different Kanyes in the last week. He was like, so when I get Kanye by myself,
Gemini shit.
like when I got Kanye by myself, when we
Right.
were recording this interview, they recorded the interview before the Make America Great hat and all that shit. He's like, when I had that Kanye, I got him as someone who was really thinking. And he said, if you really ask him what he likes about Trump, he doesn't know, because he doesn't know politics shit at all. He said he likes Trump off of the fact that no one could tell him that he couldn't do something. He went and did it. He said he doesn't know a single thing about public policy.
Yeah.
He said even if you ask him about it again, like as he did on camera, like you say, why do you like Donald Trump? He doesn't go about, oh, I like what he's doing in the community, or he's like, I like nobody could tell him what he couldn't do, and he went and did the shit. So that's where that's where he liked it. And then the thing where it caught me as well was when he was like the slave shit, like the slavery shit.
Yeah.
He said he called him right after that, like, what the fuck were you thinking by going to say that shit?
Right.
He was like, it came out wrong.
Right.
He said, what I really meant is you spent this many years as a slave. Don't enslave your mind presently.
Right. I heard him. I mean, he kind of said that.
I mean,
too.
that's what
But
I mean.
that's
I don't
still
give a fuck. Like,
that is still
Kanye,
an
like-
illogical. that thought is still idiotic to me.
Fact.
it
Because
is, I agree.
even no matter how you word it, no matter how eloquently you say it, no matter how you spruce it up, the shit still don't make fucking sense. Because at the end of the day, people don't have fucking slave mentality, and they still get crucified. People still it's not, it has nothing to do with, I understand, because there are people who do use the crutch of slavery to mask their weakness. They're masking their weakness. So a lot of people do use that, and they do pull that card. But then there are times, because I lived and seen experiences where I saw me being a dark-skinned woman, a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman at that. I went through some shit. Now, I could have let that make me hate white people and make me dislike people and make me be racist and feel like, oppression, woe is me. I could have used that energy, but I was like, what the fuck? No, that's one ignorant person. What I'm finna do is one up your ass and let you be mad that I made it.
Right.
That my black ass made it.
Fact. Now, yeah, I think my remix, it was Calez versus Genocide. That's what I called it. You know what I'm saying? And overall, the system is still working against us. Period. You know what I'm saying? And so I was you know, I was speaking, I don't condone that, you know what I'm saying? And I can't do that, you know what I'm saying? When all my family members are black. You know what I'm saying? All my you know, and they're affected by this shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying is, like, you know, literally, I mean, we don't understand it. We don't understand it. We don't understand the level of luxury that we don't have. Foot on necks. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yes, we're tolerating that. You know what I'm saying? And that we're tolerating that because, you know, it's just what we're doing. You know, we're getting through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But